Hello, everyone. I'm going to be helping Miss Kristen with the children's moment from now on. If you are watching this, leave a comment letting me know what your favorite song to sing from this summer has been. Today, we will be talking about Jeremiah, aka the weeping prophet. Weeping is another word for crying. Do you know what a prophet is? Prophets are people who hear from God and share whatever message God tells them to the people. Jeremiah is called the weeping prophet because throughout his ministry, he cries out to God. He cries for the people who are not obeying God. He cries for himself because the work God has given him is hard. And he cries for how people are being mistreated by the leaders of that time. God chose Jeremiah even before Jeremiah was born to tell the people of Judah three things. Stop mistreating the poorest among you, stop worshiping idols or things that are not God, and start worshiping God, and stop doing things that look good to others. It's not the same thing as doing what God commands. Throughout the book of Jeremiah, Jeremiah tells the people to apologize to God for their bad actions or deal with God's punishment. Over and over again, Jeremiah tells this to the people of Judah, but they will not listen to Jeremiah. Not only will they not listen, they punish Jeremiah for preaching this message from God. Even though Jeremiah was called by God to preach to the people of Judah, it doesn't mean that it was easy. But because God called Jeremiah to preach to the people of Judah, God was with Jeremiah every step of the way. To show the people of Judah what will happen if they do not turn back to God and apologize for their wicked ways, Jeremiah puts a belt under a rock and leaves it there and comes back later to dig it up. And now, this rusty, dirty belt has been sitting in the dirt under a rock. The belt is ruined and it cannot be used any longer. This is what happens to the people of Judah. They do not stop mistreating the poor. They do not stop worshiping things that are not God. They continue to do things that they think are good, but God does not think they are good. Ultimately, because Judah will not apologize to God and turn back to worshiping God, God allows the people of Judah to be taken over by a different people group, the Babylonians. Just like how Jeremiah cannot use his old belt anymore, God cannot use the people of Judah. Even though the Judeans are now under the Babylonians' power, Jeremiah reminds the people of Judah that there is still hope, because God will call the people back and make peace with not only Judah, but all of the other nations, including us. Even though Jeremiah's ministry did not change the hearts of any Judeans, he was still a successful prophet because he obeyed God and continued to follow God's commandment for his life. What does this mean for us? It means we should care for the least among us, like the poor, the widows, and the orphans. It means we should worship and follow God above everything else. It means we need to live every day for God and not just on Sunday for church. It means that sometimes God will call us to do something, and we may not be good at it. We may not be successful at it. But we should still do it because God has asked us to. Thanks for letting me join in the children's moment this week. I can't wait to see your comments, and I can't wait to see you all again. Hope you have a great rest of your summer. Bye-bye.